OffTopic Podcast. This is Fred here with Dan and G.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is.
Alright, so thank you guys for tuning into the first show. We got some good stuff for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoy it. So the first topic.
What we got first, man? Come on, lay it on.
We gotta talk about the Meg and Tory. What y'all think about that?
Come on, let's talk about it.
She got what she was deserving. Hey, we being real. Let's be real. A lot of these females that talk about scamming, everybody not built like a hood.
But let's just lay it out. Let's lay it out. What happened? What really happened?
So I heard that they was at a pool party with Kylie and them, and he was paying Kylie some attention, and they said after that happened, you know, altercation in the car, she tried to leave, and he said, "Not on my watch." Ha ha.
And he
put that. Her. Yeah, he gave her that hot girl summer,
right?
Real hot girl stuff.
So
too hot.
He did that, and she claims because you know she went just like 6ix9ine went and told everything.
Right. Tattletale
just told everything.
She's a tattletale coming on her.
She said she was covering up for him and not, you know, quote unquote snitching, because she didn't want him to get in trouble because she see what happens.
Wait, so she said she was covering.
Right.
That sounds like every girl on Twitter when she went and did that, they say protect black women. And I'm all with protect black women, but the innocent ones, not the ones that's out here scamming.
Black women do need to be protected. And that is a problem that's going on right now.
True.
But every black woman ain't in this situation. And Meg ain't every black woman. So her situation doesn't get to classify as every black woman's situation.
Which is true.
Right. So we just not gonna clump every black woman that's Meg Thee Stallion.
But my thing is everybody want victimized. Oh Lord, Meg got hit in her feet. And I'm saying to myself,
I don't understand in the situation. All right, if you live by street code, that's fine. You don't snitch. You do what you. If you ain't in the street, you don't have to live by that code. I don't think Meg in the street. This is the thing that's confusing me though. Meg, to me, act hard, like she hard. You already know Meg big. She tall.
She ain't big though, but she thick.
She a stallion.
She a stallion. She a little thicky. She a little thicky. She got a little
like
pumpkin in her
6 foot something.
No, she's not. She's 5'10". Stop disrespecting.
She's a very tall 5'10". We're just gonna leave it at that.
Bro, to y'all,
maybe the heel she be wearing. The heel.
And to women out there, I'm 6 feet.
But no, look. She big. She tall.
She is.
And she act hard. You can tell in the lyrics. I don't know all the lyrics from the heart because I'm not listening to Meg.
Okay, but I'm saying.
But she talk hard in the song.
But okay,
so I don't wait. Hold on, G. What I don't understand is if you're talking so hard right here, why is it like, oh, he should be happy I didn't snitch on him? Like I thought you was hard.
I agree with all you saying, but I disagree on this part. Every female that came in the rap game had to act hard. Eve had to act hard. Kim had to act hard. Nicki Minaj came on the scene, had to act hard because it's hard for women in a rap to make it in music as in far as rapping now. I mean, not right now, but I'm saying then. So you gotta come on the scene as in you ain't nothing to play with. I got bars, I got lyricism, I got word scheme, I got rhyme play. And she has all those characteristics, but you have to, with me, pertain that to your life. If you out here and you encouraging every black, and this ain't just like girls our age listen to this, like 21, 22 years. This is like little girls that's like in high school.
Right.
That's in, bro, you know how easy it is to get access to stuff you're not supposed to get access to as a kid?
Right.
Like I was like
Kids exposed to some crazy stuff.
I was 8 years old watching George Lopez laughing, and when I go in public with my parents, they don't know, they laugh and they like, hold on, you're not supposed to be knowing this stuff. What you knowing this stuff for? When y'all go to sleep, I'm looking at Nick at night. So
right. Meanwhile, kids is listening to WAP nowadays.
Too,
kids is listening to WAP.
What? And they singing it and rehearsing
and
the lyrics.
They can't even clean the WAP behind
their ears. Exactly. They still wet behind it.
But no, for real. But
so here's my thing with it.
How you feel?
Because I was just reading something and she said that apparently in her Instagram video that he did it for no reason. She said that the claims.
I'm sorry.
I don't mean to laugh, but I don't see something
crazy.
She said the claims of her hitting him was bogus, but that he did it for no reason.
So why were you about to get out the truck like
but
you said?
That they were arguing. So it was her, Tory Lane's bodyguard, and her friend was all in a car together.
So where the friend at when that live was?
Apparently, the friend had posted something on her Instagram, but it seemed like Billboard took it down and.
Man, ain't no Billboard, but she took it down because she retracted the statements as in Tory Lanez. I'm not taking up for dude, but everybody, man, you bogus what you did to me. And yes, he's wrong. I'm not committing to doing something. The same thing with the Rihanna thing. Oh, Chris Brown wrong for him for Rihanna. But if we go back and we listen to the thing, and I love Rihanna, I won't marry her, but that's neither here nor there. We go back and we look at it. They say Chris Brown bit Rihanna. So you have to really think how close. That's somebody's last resort to doing something to you.
Right,
Is biting.
Real close.
So you had to either suffer this man or kept hitting this man for him to do something. Just the same thing. You had to tell this man or push a button or do something to this man for him to pull a hammer out and hit you in your feet and really give you a high.
You know what I don't
something.
understand? If I'm not mistaken, in her lyrics, she be talking about how she want dudes that's hard and she want street dudes. She ain't looking for no simp. She looking for dudes that's hard.
But when you
There's pros and cons to dealing with dudes that's hard.
Exactly.
So you might get shot in the foot dealing with a dude that's about that life. So I mean,
but she didn't even do it backward.
the energy you give is
Tory
what you
Lanez
manifest.
is a simp. Like I love Tory Lanez, but
Right,
some of the
but
music
you can
he
agree
makes.
Tory Lanez is a simp that's trying to prove a point that he holds.
Exactly. He already said he living in his legs. He said, "Summertime, I pop chicks in the pool." I'm saying to myself, what do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? You popping chicks in the pool? Like you mean you pop or you popping? Like if he popping it like fish grease, I stand out of Tory Lane's way. That's all I know. Don't have a concert in New Orleans. I'm not going.
Tory Lane's been pretty quiet about it.
He been quiet because you gotta look at it. Why I speak on the situation, like I respect Mark Wahlberg and a lot like it was a Black Lives Matter thing. And he was just basically, I can't relate or I don't understand black people, so it's just best for me not to speak on it. You had a lot of celebrities go out there and speak on it and say something. So before I give a negative energy, it's already negative in the air. Why speak on it and make it worse? Because that's what they gonna want you to do. You go out there, you do the quarantine radio and thing. Yeah, people in the comments, what happened with you and Meg? I'm not even gonna do any of that.
I think legally he couldn't speak on it either.
Yeah, true.
And
That's true. That's
legally and
once he get his chance,
smart,
I think he gonna go all out.
Just being smart not to speak on it. If it's an open
ain't no dumb
investigation,
person.
you're not gonna be like, man, let me tell y'all what happened.
Like everybody,
No.
you got some dudes
Shut
that you're not leaving me. I'm gonna kill you. You go with somebody. You got some hood dudes that are simps. I think he's one of them.
What I think is gonna happen though, if this thing go to trial or something, or a case, happen
But
in court,
I thought,
all the details are gonna come out.
but I heard she said she dropped the charges or something like that. That's what I heard. That may not be true, but that's what I heard.
She can drop the charges, but the police can still pursue Tory Lanez for
if they want to.
Right, for the shooting.
It'll be Tory Lanez versus the state of
Right, and not Meg. But even then, she could be called as a material witness.
So what is his best option to do in your eyes?
He got money, get him a lawyer, or if he can't,
Listen,
work with 50 Cent. 50 Cent got you.
Anybody,
Hey,
I doubt
50 Cent
anybody is serving
50 Cent get
jail
out of
time.
anything.
Yeah, fact.
I doubt anybody serving jail time from this situation. The hardest thing they're gonna lose is probably their money.
I can say that too, but I'm thinking
probation
like
or something.
Community service. You know they love giving celebrities community service, but that would have been Boo Boo and Raheem.
No, you got the book, bro. You got the book.
The book?
You get the book. All right, so since on the Black Lives Matter topic, the NBA players a couple days ago said that they were going to protest and not do the games, but then came back to say that they were actually going to do the games. What do you think about this change of heart?
You go first.
Y'all all over everybody. LeBron James. he the first one out of everybody, regardless if CP3 is the president. I don't care. You are the face of the league. You have the voices. Every young player in the league is in the league because of LeBron James. Can we be fair about that? Can we be honest and say that? That's one. He's one. He's the okay. If you don't want to play, guess what? This one, that one, and the other one ain't gonna play because they gonna feel like it's not real. I feel like this is what they could have did. Everybody sit out, because you went to them protests. You was a part of them protests. You did some of those protests. You have a name. Let them dudes who don't have a name go play. Yeah, y'all go play for the bubble. Do that on TV. We about to take care of a real serious matter. Because this is really hurting people that buy your jersey, that supported you, that seen you come from the bottom of the bottom, rooting for you from the projects of Akron, Ohio, and this, that, and the other. Watching you get raised by a single mother. And they out here getting shot in the streets. And I feel like that's disrespectful. You putting on Black Lives Matter on the back of your shirt. You going to play for the person that owns you. Like,
I mean, we gotta look at what's real in the situation. What's real in the situation is stopping basketball for whatever time period it is, for a day, a month, a year, years, isn't gonna stop racism, because that's your problem right now. You're dealing with racism.
I mean,
so since stopping basketball isn't gonna stop that.
Well, we had a conversation about that. Hey guys, we can stop basketball. We stop playing.
But here's the intentions behind stopping basketball. Okay, it's a money making business. So players play, players get paid, fans pay, and owners get paid. And so on and so forth. It's a circulation of money.
But you're not really getting paid if you're in a bubble because you're not bringing in
crowds.
You're not selling jerseys.
They're bringing in.
They're bringing in.
But I'm okay. But you want me to tell y'all something? They have been losing views. Like they lost a ton of views compared to when they first came on. The first week, everybody was excited for basketball.
We talked about this. Them series, some of them series, well, not some, most.
They're boring.
They're garbage.
Right.
The only good series I say is the
Lakers and the Trailblazers.
I'm gonna say Mitch and
declined because it stopped being a contest after the first game. The Lakers pretty much adjusted,
took over.
And Portland ain't never adjust. Yeah,
they
was looking like they was finna get
swept. Swept
not
under the
swept
rug
because they won.
I think they said Porzingis hurt, so.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
That's the Mavs and the Clips, though, right?
Yeah.
All right,
but
you know
the decent series.
You know the one that I've been waiting for that people said I was crazy when this guy first came out. The Jamal Murray and D Mitch.
That's the best one.
And I told everybody the Pelicans should have picked up Jamal Murray. I would have jumped ship from the Warriors to. I would have been a fan because Jamal Murray is a cold-blooded guard, bro. He can pass, he can shoot, he can drive.
I'm sold.
And
he
hungry.
I am sold on Murray.
I'm sold on both, D Mitch and Murray. Because at one point I looked down on D Mitch because he shot a game winner, missed it, bricked it.
But not to get these dudes off the hook.
Oh yeah, he's still not bad.
Not to get these dudes off the hook. The point of playing basketball makes no sense because. It's making them look very flip-floppy and they're doing stuff out of their convenience. Because if you don't play because, you're boycotting, the definition of boycotting is I stop doing this, whatever that might be, until I see changes. They aren't going to stop basketball until changes are made because, like I said earlier, stopping basketball isn't gonna do anything for racism. So since you can't do nothing about that, don't ride the fence. It's like they're riding the fence right now. It's like, when it's convenient, we'll boycott. But then when it's time to play the game and we really eager to play, we gonna play. We're just gonna make sure we got hashtags on our jerseys. Like that's bull. Like
that's so. If you look at the reason I think that outlook is kind of short-sighted is because if you look at what Kyrie did, imagine. Kyrie and them being in the playoffs, right? They were eligible for the playoffs.
They were in.
And I'm just imagining being on the Lakers.
Okay, you saying if he was playing?
Yeah, right.
All right.
So, but Kyrie made his decision before. I'm not even about to go full with this.
But he got bashed for it, and this is why I was mad for it.
But check it out. We all know Colin Kaepernick got bashed for it, right? The only reason he got but understand the basics of it. He got bashed because he was pretty much by himself. Okay, if LeBron James would have said, "I'm riding with Kyrie, we not doing it."
Right, I forgot who it was.
They're not bashing.
One of the players was like, "Now y'all know if LeBron go in the bubble, everybody goes in the bubble."
That's what I said.
So the point is,
he got the influence.
I don't believe it was the players who was like, man, we need to stop playing basketball again, man. Come on, we gotta do. I believe organizations, companies, businesses wanted to, okay, we need to get this thing back up and running. What can we do? The thing that is going to change stuff is if the slave workers that you need to work for you decide that they ain't working for you until something change. It's going to force you, because if you look at all politics have a whole bunch of money behind it, corporations, businesses, and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
You got to know that these owners are not only donating to politicians.
They are the politicians.
They controlling these politicians, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at the Black Lives Matter sticker, the emblem that's all over the NBA, you got to know that we don't own that emblem.
No one
Somebody's getting paid for that emblem.
Exactly. Didn't Jordan give them like $100 million and nothing was done yet?
It's a money making thing for them. But if you don't have your people out here to make you that money, you just like that whole Black Lives Matter sticker is meaningless when you ain't got nobody to wear it.
They need some black people to wear Black Lives Matter,
right?
And get it advertised.
But can I say this one thing? They don't care, bro. You basically look at it, and I'm not saying I would do it, but if someone's asked, okay, let's say this was White Lives, and let's say y'all went out there, we all out there, we balling, and they come to me, and I got, man, White Lives Matter, and we do the same thing. Like, just let's say flip-flop situation. I wouldn't care because it's not like I'm getting paid to say White Lives Matter, basically, and I'm still going out there doing what I love to do, which is play basketball. They don't care, because if you really care, this is somebody I watched come up from high school. That's hungry, that's good.
Here's the other flip side of that, though.
Kyrie sat out.
If the roles were reversed,
he's not the highest paid player. That's my thing.
If the roles were reversed, that means that majority of your league is white. Right?
I know the players don't really care that much.
No,
because that's what I'm taking it as.
But that's just the point. If
you don't really care, because it's not affecting your families. Your family's not getting killed by cops. It's regular people that pay.
Nobody wants to be a jerk, so you're gonna do things that you think people are gonna, like you for, appreciate you for. So if I'm a athlete and I'm famous, I don't want to just be an athlete, because nobody wants just an athlete anymore. You have to be an activist. You have to get back to your community. You have to do everything, which is good. But the problem comes in where it's not genuine, and that's what I'm seeing from NBA players. I don't think it's genuine in my eyes. If you say we're not playing today and we're boycotting, and then you come back a week later, a day later, or something like that, because that's not what a boycott.
I see what you're saying, but this world is...
Your intentions are good, but since you
but see,
I don't know. I'm just missing.
Somebody said LeBron finessed the NBA of 2 more days.
Right. That's what it feels like. It feels like this is for you more than me, because
exactly, like, you're not really benefit. You gotta really think about it. If this was like without the pandemic and everything, they would have rest stops. If we being real, Portland wouldn't even be number 8. The Pelicans would have got number 8.
Right, because Portland was hurt at the time.
Exactly. So all this just feel like it's rushed. I don't even think the records, I add up the records, they don't even equal to 82 games, my guy.
Probably not.
It's like 66 something games. I'm like 20 games.
They didn't want to finish the season. They just wanted to make sure they finished seeding.
So they can
get
winner.
Playoff start.
Exactly. So they can have a winner. If you ask me, simulate and give it to the Bucks. I don't care, but this is serious. You gotta really think this is not nothing to play with. Like, people are losing their lives about this, and y'all go out there and y'all speak on some real stuff, but we taking it serious, and I don't know, man.
It's like,
this is disrespectful.
They be saying when stuff hit the fan, you gonna realize who on your team, cause people gonna be giving you a phone call. If you're going through a tough time, only 3 people call your phone. When you're up and you're doing good, they got 90 people calling your phone.
That sound like Floyd Mayweather. He said, man,
right.
you do wrong, everybody here, but when you do the right thing, no one wants to speak on.
Right, and it's like that for black people too.
It's like that for Kyrie right now. Shout out to Kyrie though.
Yeah, shout out to Kyrie.
I respect. I don't like him as a. I mean, I like him as a player, but I don't like him as a team member. You know what I mean, he's not a good team player, but he's an individual wise. He's a cold-blooded assassin. That's why I respect him so much. He can't just play on the team.
Okay, so In the NFL, Brian Urlacher posted some things on his Instagram that got him in a hot seat with the Bears right now.
Wait, huh? The Bears are saying something?
Yeah, the Bears kind of distanced themselves from. But Brian Urlacher said Brett Favre played the Monday Night Football game. Game day, his dad died. He threw 4 touchdowns in the first half and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. He said NBA players boycott the playoff because a dude reaching for a knife wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant was shot by police. Following that post, the Bears were quick to make it clear that they don't share Urlacher's opinion regarding Blake. This social media post is in no way reflect the values or opinions of the Chicago Bears organization.
That wasn't genuine. It's basically like, just make sure the blacks don't get angry. Right. Get someone on the phone. Tell the blacks we're on them sides. Tell the blacks that we love them.
Right. Listen, that's that guy. That's not us.
No, that's not us. We don't claim him. 54,
we love you guys.
We taking him
Black
down.
Lives Matter. We love you guys.
They're going to take his jersey down and put it right back up in 2028.
2028. How about on the 28th of September?
Yeah, they gonna put it back real quick. Like, man, I thought they took it down. Now they put it back. He apologized.
So that's
he cried.
I've been seeing that problem a lot on social media. People saying, every time there's one of us as a victim, they want to try to post us in a negative light just to speak about us. Like they showed. The guy some white guy just recently shot up some people, whatever, with a AR-15 or something like that, and they showed him his picture that they showed him on the news articles is him painting a mural on the wall, but then they showed the victim Trayvon Martin was like whatever kind of stuff. No, it was some kind of negative thing that they were saying about him.
Trayvon?
Yeah, about Trayvon Martin.
They brung up old pictures of him having grills in his mouth, and that's him probably playing. We don't know. But
that's just the thing. So if something happens to a white person, I don't know who said this. A comedian said this. It's a white person does something. It's a good person doing a bad thing. Okay.
Black person.
If a black person something's done to them, it's a bad thing happening to a bad person with no facts, no nothing.
They don't bring up. But regardless, we was always taught right is right, wrong is wrong. No, what our parents always told us. What it is, make a right. When you make it. Keep going. Like, basically. Just because two wrongs don't make it right or something like that. Yeah. Y'all know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But basically, just because somebody did something bad doesn't mean that has to be the resort death. Who are you to determine does that person die? That's the killing part.
They say even when you're guilty of something, the police is not the executioner.
Exactly.
Right.
But I feel scared.
I like Brian Urlacher in this situation. You know why?
He let me know where he stand.
Yes,
yeah,
that's exactly.
I respect it. Just same thing with the Drew Brees.
I don't respect it.
No, I respect him coming out saying you basically don't care.
I don't respect him coming out. I like knowing who my enemies are.
That's what I'm saying. I respect you saying what you feel.
You don't want people that's in the closet
racist.
Right. You don't want closet racists. You want your racists to be known.
That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying about the Drew Brees.
You don't want people chilling in your house
when Drew Brees said what he said, everybody was like, "Oh, he should apologize." I actually wrote to Drew Brees on Instagram. I'm like, "Bro, I don't want you to apologize because I heard you loud and clear.
You don't care.
I see where you at.
Obvious.
Thank you. I appreciate you telling me where you at and not playing this. We all cool. We friends. While you at your house, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, thank you. So Brian Urlacher, apparently he liked a picture saying "Free Kyle Rittenhouse." Guess that's the young guy who shot up other people. They got a picture of him with the gun and all that stuff. But he apparently liked that post. So, I mean,
he looks racist.
Listen. You just showing who you are. You know, right. I think at this point of 2020, you become so desensitized to the celebrities
It
coming
never
out and showing their
surprised
true
me.
colors.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, he another one. He's another one showing who is. But you got to know the NFL, the NBA, they are filled with these people.
They're hitting. Like I
They're
feel like
everywhere.
Brian Cushing.
Right. That's why I enjoy when they come out and expose themselves.
Right.
You know.
I always thought Brian Cushing was a better linebacker.
And in this particular time period, it's a bad thing to say something negative against blacks right now. It's a horrible thing. So you got companies and corporations like, dude, we gonna sacrifice you. We not about to lose our thing right now. If it was like a year ago, 2 years ago, it would have been like, oh, he tripping, keep it on the hush, don't even.
And he got that CTE. That's what they gonna. That's the cop out now. When white people see something that's racist or they got somebody come out there. Well, he's been tripping a lot lately. Brian hasn't been himself. He bangs his head. Right. And then they take pictures, put it on social media. Look, he's tripping out. Brian, do something. He's tripping out.
It's either this. It's either people gonna sweep this one under the carpet. People
they
just
gonna be real about it.
People gonna distance themselves from Brian Urlacher, or you're gonna see the Drew Brees touch up thing. I don't know who that guy was. I was very ignorant at the time. I never had knowledge, so
can I say
my friends are schooling me on what's really going on. And,
Facts. After Steven,
I empathize with you.
Shout out Steven Jackson. After Steven Jackson let it be known, hey y'all. I'm just mad at the fact that no one in the NFL that I kind of look up to came out and said, "Hey, bro, shut up." like for real, like you would think like some of these players that are legendary in the eyes, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, somebody, even JJ Watt, somebody come out, hey bro, you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. No one in the NFL I heard said anything about it. And when I type in these players' names, what their reaction was to all person, shout out Miles Bridges, was like Brian Urlacher, a sucker.
Right.
That's the only person I heard talk about it.
Another thing that tripped me out with the Saints players and Drew Brees, they went hard on Drew Brees. When he first said what he said, the black players on the team, they went hard on him.
Shout out Mike Tom.
And it's just like, I don't know what happened in that meeting. I would love to know what happened in that meeting, in that team meeting.
We need a spy.
Fly on the wall.
Fly on the wall. Love to be a fly on the wall in that meeting.
They should have just made that.
But whatever he said had them apologizing for him. So
he wasn't broke down. He had to break down. Or they had somebody say, "Hey man, look, I'll garnish your pay if you ever talk to him." And you better.
That's
apologize.
what I think. I think there was a fine in place if they continued to go at his head.
For real, bro. But they need to go at his head. Every person that claim they not racist and they come out and say some racist stuff, you need to be going at your head just so you can realize where you at with it. Like everybody need to be checked, no matter who the checking by. It could be from the person you don't like, and sometimes I don't like people, but I still check them. Or somebody who I don't like, they check me. They got that. But what you think was said behind closed doors? Just wondering. What y'all think the top 10 things y'all think was said?
First off, I think he was shielded by Sean Payton in the beginning of the year. Drew, when we walk in the door, stand behind me, okay?
It was supposed to be online. It was supposed to be like a Zoom thing.
Oh, it was like a virtual thing.
What you think Mickey did? You think Mickey
Drew,
talked?
before you log on, let me speak to the team. Before you log on, listen, guys.
All right, I'm finna add Drew.
It's terrifying.
Man, put that boy.
Please don't.
Bring him out.
Bring
We ready. We ready.
Oh, we ready.
All that.
Hey, look, we go. Hey, you know it'd be funny if they everybody give them a one-on-one. They just got one person being nosy between Malcolm Jenkins and Drew Brees.
He called Drew Brees on the phone. Drew, I need you to come on with a few tears in your eyes. Just come on.
I ain't gonna lie, Brady, tell him you getting a divorce. That make him cry. That make him cry a little bit.
Guys, I am very sorry, guys.
My thing is, we gotta start holding people to high standards. Just like Brian Urlacher, just like Drew Brees, anybody. Even the people that's of our race that we have problems with. If y'all man enough to put that out on social media, be man enough to, when people coming at your neck or anything, to keep it on social media. Just like Drew Brees went out and made that statement, I felt like they should have had the meeting on social media, just so if he really cares about the fans and the black people that support him, have it out like that. And I do understand some stuff needs to be behind closed doors, but that should have just been out there.
Yeah,
since he put it out
it was almost like, okay, you offended an entire race. Let's go behind closed doors and fix it with your friends, and then we're gonna let your friends come out and speak to the race.
Yeah, and
like,
you got DeMario Davis. He's totally not racist. He cuts my grass. He's
like
totally
I appreciate you, Mike.
Not the Drews.
Like I appreciate you, Mike, but we need you to step from in front of Drew and let us talk to Drew.
Exactly.
Like, thank you, but we got it. Like, y'all good, but we ain't. Come here, Drew.
Exactly. We need to know what was said and how you really feel, and do you really stand with us?
Do you think there should be any consequence to what Urlacher said?
Man, don't put that boy in the Hall of
Well,
Fame.
there's no. What do you mean by consequence?
What you think the NFL should do?
One,
if do anything?
One, he's retired, so he's not an active player. There's not too much you can do.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
He's not in the Hall of Fame yet, is he?
He might be eligible for Hall of Fame.
I ain't gonna lie, don't eligible.
Would you take that from him?
5 years for that statement.
You gotta think about it too, cause the committee that's picking Hall of Famers, they're racist. Like, you gotta.
To be honest with you, we
that might bump his status up. He might get.
I mean,
he's in the Hall of Fame, 2018.
Right, so he's in the Hall of Fame.
All right, I'm excuse me for saying take him out the Hall of Fame.
I don't see them stripping anything. I don't see them taking his Ring of Honor off. I don't see them taking his Hall of Fame off.
As far as it goes, it's just that the Bears said that ain't us. That ain't
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be swept under the carpet, or he's gonna have a polished apology.
But you know his defense and his mechanism. Herschel Walker don't have a problem with it. I don't care anything about Herschel Walker. Like, Herschel Walker let me know where he stand on a lot of stuff, and his cheerleader son did too. So I don't really care, because Herschel Walker came out and said that black people, there's no racism, and I'm like, okay, you're like another Candace Owens.
Wow.
Okay. It's like do y'all go outside? Do y'all go to the market? Like, do you take a walk in the park?
Say, bro.
Just because you.
It's different.
You marry white people
when you
doesn't
growing
mean
up,
you're white.
But I know, but when you growing up with money and you around all that, bro, it's different. You gotta come from that to know how it is.
Some people really just lose sense of self when they get to a certain stature, so they forget they're black. OJ.
Because when you hanging all around white people,
right, like,
these are my friends. This is my family.
I thought about the Hertz commercial.
You feel like you're part of them. You're one of them.
Wayne talking about. He said the dude that saved my life
was a white guy. He gotta
Bob,
let that go.
Uncle Bob that saved his life.
Everybody's not like Uncle B, bro. You gotta let that go.
And it's crazy because I've heard him say before, they pulling over my tour bus, this and that.
Right.
And they harassing me and stuff like that. So
time,
how you go from it's possible for me to be harassed, but I don't see racism as a thing because a white man saved my life.
You remember the first time me, you,
exactly
Fred,
what he was paid to do. So
I remember the first time me, you, and Fred first went out and we heard "Misunderstood" in the Carter 3. If you remember.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the song. Right. So you experience racism.
How you take a young black mother to jail and it costs less money to put his or her in college?
If you remember the song, Georgia Bush, come on, bro. It's like 30 minutes to know.
But see, and I be trying to
help Wayne, but Wayne be hurting me, dog.
It's like, bro, I listen to your music. Your music say one thing, but then you would just go and totally go against everything you've ever said.
We gotta start separating the artist from the person.
But at the same time, they get caught up in their money. Same thing I felt like with Kanye West. Same thing I felt like with Jay-Z at times that I agree with some of these statements. Then you get caught up in your money sometimes.
So let's do this. If you look at Wayne,
you get caught up in your money.
Wayne says different things than he does in his music than when he doing interviews. Okay, in his music he'd be like, black this, black that, white this, white that. But in interview it would be, I never experienced this. I don't know what that is. I'm rich. Right. Okay, I don't experience that. That's Wayne. That's two different people. You can separate him from the music because he did it himself. But if you look at Kanye West,
I respect Kanye.
Kanye's mind has always been Kanye's mind. If he
very
felt
defiant.
If he felt some kind of way, I mean, listen to Big Brother, right?
His big brother, he used to be that man.
I did a song with Coldplay. That he did a song with Coldplay. I'm like, no way, Jose. Like, you do know who he had a problem. Like, he had a problem, and he said his problem. This is the same person when he have a problem and he put it in his music. It's the same person who said George Bush don't like black people. Who's the same person who went with Donald Trump. It's like when he went with Donald Trump, he said, "Don't tell me how to think. Don't tell me how to think." But what I'm saying is this: Kanye West is consistent.
Now, why is that a problem, though? Why can't we just disagree?
Disagree.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't agree with what he does. I'm not separating from his work. His work is beautiful.
But when you disagree with Kanye West, but when a lot of people disagree with Kanye West, they say that he's crazy. He's mentally
nobody
crazy.
Ever had a problem when he used to spaz
when he spazzed for 2005. When he spazzed for 2005,
nobody had a problem when he used to spaz.
Okay, right. I'm saying if I'm just disagreeing.
Now.
But with the Sway interview, bro, all Sway was saying, I just don't agree. He yelling. What are you? You don't have to yell, bro.
What? Okay,
I'm trying to figure out when he's doing something out of his character.
Right.
Because we've all known Kanye to be. He gonna spaz.
If you look at when
he
said,
hop on the stage and
go look at Jimmy Fallon interview. And Jimmy Fallon disagreed with Kanye. And he handled it like a professional.
In 05, well, Kanye looks at Sway like a brother. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you listen with how Kanye West was explaining stuff, Kanye was like, bro, they don't let us do this. They not letting us get in. He like, feel my pain. So when Sway like, bro, that ain't how they. You don't have the answer, Sway. You're not understanding. You're not getting what I'm going through. Right. You should get what I'm going through, but you're not getting what I'm going through.
When you say,
so Jimmy Fallon, okay.
If you're the only one going through the fire, how you gonna describe to other people that's not going through the fire how it feels?
I'm saying, but did you see the Jimmy Fallon interview? It was just based on political thing. I don't agree with your political stance, but I still love what you trying to do, and I see your vision. I just don't agree with what you're going about.
Nobody's saying you're wrong for disagreeing with Kanye West.
I'm saying, but my problem comes defending him and taking
my problem comes in is when you disagree with him, and to justify why you disagree, you say, "Oh, it's because he's crazy."
I didn't say that.
It's like
I disagree.
That's just the narrative. It's like because he's crazy. But in 05, if you look at 05 when he said George Bush don't like black people, black people was like, "Where's the lie? Where's the lie?"
We was with him with that.
Now you looking like, bro, you on live TV. You're Kanye West. You just said the president don't like black people. But
it's like they only like his lie. It's like they only like when he's crazy when it benefits them.
Right.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying I just don't agree.
Oh, I agree with your craziness because it benefits me now. As soon as my craziness benefits Trump and not you, is wild.
But you know the funny part, people distant black people distant themselves when Kanye when he got up for Taylor Swift. I agree with him. I agree with him 100% on a lot of things. It's just political things. I feel like I ain't gonna say a rapper shouldn't because it's possible for anybody. No one.
Thank you for bringing up the Taylor Swift thing.
I know black people. Oh, we don't claim him no more.
Wait, that is classic. That is classic Kanye.
Yeah, that's classic Kanye.
Kanye felt like the VMAs was being racist.
You say what you feel.
Kanye felt like they were being racist. He like, hold up, time out. Taylor, I'll let you finish.
Facts.
But this young black lady right here killed you. She killed everybody in this room.
Right.
What we doing?
But you know the funny part? No one took up for him.
Oh, Kanye's crazy.
Right,
he needs medicine.
Even Beyonce. Oh, that wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't right what he went about.
You know what's crazy?
Right.
Let's go back
his tactics.
Let's go back to what we were talking
tactics.
about. Very, very, like in the beginning when we was talking about black women ain't being protected. When Kanye was protecting that black woman, nobody said a word.
And he gets shot from he gonna go get Kim K. Oh, so you want this black woman?
Nobody said a word when he stuck up for Beyonce.
But Kanye spoke that in his life.
Sticking up for somebody's wife more than the husband.
Kanye spoke that in his life.
I speak a lot of females in my life. I just hope it happens for me.
Look at you. Just saying, no, but the pure essence of Kim Kardashian, he said, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Like, he literally, that song is about Kim Kardashian.
I'm not speaking that.
Before he was with Kim Kardashian, and then he
been saying he wanted her. He been chasing her
with
for
Kim Kardashian. But Ray J hit it first.
That's easy.
You know.
Wow.
I said she been with a lot of rappers from Wayne to the Game. Like she been all over.
But you see,
Coast to coast.
Apparently, quote unquote, she tried to mess with Meek Mill, but Meek Mill went and told Kanye.
And he exposed me.
So
like, that's my
why does
thing.
Kanye need medicine for his wife trying to cheat on him with Meek Mill? I'm confused.
My thing is,
like I said, since people don't agree with his political views right now, he's a crazy person. Now, as soon as Kanye say something that the
agree with
chitlin, huh?
Do you agree with Kanye?
Do I agree with his political views?
Yes.
I don't agree with anybody's political views because I don't see
Alright,
myself as a Democrat, a Republican.
Don't put me in this box. That's all I ask for. I'm not.
That's what Kanye asked for, though. That's what Kanye.
Lecrae came out and said that too.
You saying that?
Shout out Lecrae.
You can't agree because it'd be crazy if Kanye was a white guy. This wouldn't be a problem with him being with Trump. It's only because he's a black guy going with Trump. So he's saying, "Oh, I can't agree with him." You don't have to agree with him. You don't have to. All Kanye West is trying to show you is think how you want. Think freely.
He said he's for the free thinkers.
The fact that Joe Biden came out and was like, "You ain't black unless you vote for me." What?
And guess what?
What?
Come November or whenever it's time to vote, people still finna vote for Biden. That's the funny part.
Because they feel like they need to be black.
Biden said that they took away after school programs. Is why people started selling crack and started dishing it out. He's the reason of the downfall of partially the black community. He said back in the 90s, if you're on the corners and you got drugs and you selling them, you're not benefiting your family. You're hurting your community, which is true. But he's forced to do that because y'all won't let a black man have a job. It's hard for a black man to get a job still to this day. I go apply for Foot Locker. I haven't been called in yet. I know why they don't want to call me in, but
hopefully they hit his podcast.
yeah, you know.
Get my boy G.
Get my man G on that over that Foot Locker. Quit playing.
If you're listening,
pull his app
at Lakeside Mall.
Pull his app.
Sweet
Stop
B,
playing.
I'm playing. I'm playing.
Okay, let's get this bread. Okay.
Oh, you could just donate right now.
Let me get them new ones when they come out too.
Facts. I'm a size 12 and 11 and a half.
On the low. I'm gonna be at the back door.
They call
I'm gonna be at the front. I'm gonna be at the back.
Back door.
So
front back door there.
What's new in the music world? What new music y'all listening to?
That gift they go hard. That gift. I just can't get
Roddy
with
Ricch
the video. I didn't see the
Corday?
video.
Hey, did y'all see that other guy who looks just like Roddy Ricch?
Who?
With the album, his album looks just like Roddy Ricch.
You talking about top? You talking about top?
I mean, that guy is amazing. His
trash.
artwork.
He's trash right now because
what's that guy's name?
NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB,
NBA young boy.
NBA is the master.
That boy.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Y'all better slow down because young boy got a lot of fans out here, bro.
I'm one of them, but it's just like, bro, you
bite
styles now.
Right. I haven't heard none of your songs on the new album.
Murder Business dropped.
And don't get me wrong, when he
it wasn't that good.
right when that album
right. Which one you singing?
I don't want to man when I'm hot now.
All right, hot now, yeah.
Right. I was busting that album. I was just taking a shower. Pause. Listening to that. Okay.
That album was fire. The one after that with the top. That one was
okay.
gone.
So I fool with NBA YoungBoy.
I fool with. I mess with his music,
but I didn't understand the stealing of the artwork. Oh, I'm sorry, all the inspiration of the artwork he used for.
I don't know what's the process in picking a cover art these days for artists, but I'ma just go on a limb and be like, I don't think it's the artist picking the art covers. Y'all agree with that?
I
You think every artist is picking their art covers nowadays?
I think some people. Wait, hold on.
Some people
we can't talk out of turn. We can't talk out of turn because you got a lot of people that came up. Shout out to Chance the Rapper independently. That's picking their own art covers. That's doing it their own way. Because you got to be honest with it. You got to be really honest. We in the music world, well, you're freely to do whatever you want and still reap great benefits.
Right.
Like my friend Sean,
being
he's
independent is a wave
It's
right
the
now.
wave, I'm gonna tell you.
It's a wave. That used to be like, that used to be a
like
black
you
sheep. Like, you're
independent?
independent. You ain't gonna never make
But
money.
like me, shout out Young Hawk, but me and him was talking. He said, bro, like he's scared to sign a big deal, and I'm like.
Yeah,
I
raping
respect
you.
because they basically taking your brand, making it what like you got artists
Right.
like Wayne. Yeah, Wayne, we need you to make a song for Pandas. Nigga, what?
Right. then it's not just like the short term thing. They get you in there for like 10, 20 years.
Exactly.
You grow as an artist.
You
finally
signing your
wanna
soul.
do your thing. And
Your
you
creativity soul. You been as a kid. You signing your soul over.
Which why I think it was so crazy for Drake to
Go independent.
No, he's re-signed with Universal or whoever that is, and right.
He would've messed the game up.
If you look at
What?
if you listen
If
to
Drake
his,
go independent?
if Drake went independent, it would shut everything down right
Everybody.
now. But
It's over.
if he was like at the house
We're talking
playing
about a
D'Angelo,
feature that's gonna get you on the radio instantly.
right?
If you
So,
got a
and
Drake
he's free,
feature,
He said, after this album, I'm out of the deal. At the house singing D'Angelo, how does it feel, right? So that was his last album he had to drop for the contract.
Wait, what song? What album? That's
Scorpion. Yeah.
I thought he was supposed to drop something tonight. He's supposed to drop
supposed to
something
drop tonight?
Yeah, he's supposed to drop tonight. That's what I was told. With the Roddy Rich, he's supposed to drop tonight.
I'm gonna be able to keep my ears open for that. But I'm like, he was in a perfect space to go independent and really change the game, for the benefit of independent artists. And he just re-signed another contract. Now I don't know the details of that particular contract. I don't think we ever will. But
He'll rap about it. In the next
I'm just
song.
saying, like, if these big artists go independent, you literally take the power away from these companies. You take them away from
Cutting out the middleman.
these big record labels, right?
And it's not just in the industry. You could look at what the Ball brothers are doing.
Right? Yeah.
They're cutting out the middleman.
They
the
are,
NCAA.
but I'm saying they are, but at the same time they're hurting some. They're misleading some black people. I'm just saying.
How are they
How?
misleading black people?
Now, I'm talking about. Oh, you talking about they cutting out the JBA? Oh, that's banished. That's gone.
I'm talking about they cutting out the NCAA as a middleman. You don't have to go through the NCAA.
Oh, I thought you
to
were
get
talking
to
about
the
the shoe deal.
Right.
Him and his sons with the shoe.
The shoes could be included too,
I don't
but I was
agree with
mainly
that.
talking about just playing in NCAA. You don't have to do that anymore.
Of course. But I thought you were talking about the shoe thing and the JBA league. I'm like,
I mean, that's
shoe-
that's the thing too. That and
the
I
shoe
feel like
thing because his shoes
I
is
feel like
not.
it's been talked about, but it's so deep that people ain't even like start tapping into that yet. Talking about making your own shoes and cutting out those people.
But you shouldn't sell them at $500. You should make
You
it.
sell them for
You
what you
sell
want.
what you
You
want,
sell
right.
what you want.
And
Jordan,
because
Nike, and
I'm about
Reebok
to
and
tell you.
Pumas, everybody selling for what they
I don't
want.
know who I was talking to.
If you didn't make an
I
impact,
don't-
if you're making an
but-
impact, you sell them for how much you want.
Right. And I don't know who else. I think I was talking to you about this.
Zion has a shoe,
Kanye.
and he ain't played 82 games yet.
Kanye
so you don't
West.
have to have an impact.
I'm
Check it
saying
out.
That's different.
Kanye West.
That's different.
Kanye West goes to, and this just for an
Bring back
example.
This guy.
Kanye West goes to the gas station, gets a white T-shirt, put a hole in it, a few holes in it,
Oh, he said that back in high school.
and sell it for $1,000. And you buy it not because it's the gas station.
'Cause it's Kanye.
Because it's
got
his
his
name.
name.
It's his name.
But also,
if
you
you
gotta look at his background.
if you in college and you teach
Come on, bro. You
these.
gotta look at his background. That's Kanye
No,
West
listen.
who designed
No.
before getting in rap.
No, listen what I'm
designed for
saying.
Louis Vuitton.
You missing
He
it.
has a style of
No,
fashion.
listen to what I'm saying. It's
If
not
you get
just
clout in the city
Any-
right
right.
now, and you start selling stuff.
anything.
You can sell it for whatever you want.
Look at Nipsey Hussle.
You just
right?
need
Okay, Mary.
Look at
put
Nipsey
stuff
Hussle.
on your name.
Nipsey Hussle had his name. His name is the reason why people was going to Marathon and getting his stuff. Is the reason why people bought $100 CDs when he was selling them for $100.
Not to get off topic, but that's a hard verse between Big Sean and Nipsey Hussle. I like that song. I don't know why.
What song?
You haven't heard it? It's called Reverence. It's hard.
I'm gonna have to go and listen to
Oh,
it.
you talking about?
But you're,
something?
at the end of the day, your name is everything. So if you're teaching these young kids coming out of college how to build a brand with their name, Dude, you automatically unstoppable before you even get to the NBA.
You don't need to be built. I feel like we should be teaching our kids that when they're coming up as kids. I mean, just coming up as kids,
Definitely.
how to build a brand, just how to make a name.
Just
for
the
yourself,
fact that your name is your brand. That's off the rip.
I feel like that's not even what that is. General wealth, like what you call them?
General Motors?
No, not General Motors. Real estate and everything. I feel like that should be talked about. You feel me? Like
right, but you gotta remember, it's like it's rich dad, poor dad.
Mm-hmm.
The poor dad's teaching their kids how to survive. The rich dad teaching their kids
how to have abundance.
How to have abundance.
Wealth.
Yeah, wealth. Yeah.
Money, making money for your money and your other money.
But I mean, you still
Like-
you look at the poor dad. He's teaching this kid how to build a brand just in codes, and the kid don't find that out until he had to actually went through some stuff, get to where he going, or when he get older.
You get
how
caught
to
in a
do it.
situation, you caught up.
Yeah.
If you in debt, how you gonna be able to get multiple streams of income? You can't.
Okay,
That's the whole thing. You wanna be wealthy, you gotta have money making money.
That's why I'm trying to get this job.
You know?
For your kids in the future, huh?
Yeah, no, just for me right now. I don't have no kids right now.
No, that's why I say
Sugar
the kids in
mama
the
down the
future.
street
But see,
and
look,
invested in
I
Apple.
don't look at it like that. See, I'm getting a job just for right now. I want my career is gonna be later on. A career is something I want to spend and I love doing the rest of my life. I don't want to. A job is just something temporary. I treat it like a hobby. It's not that serious to me, but I take pride in what I do. That makes sense.
You do know the income that you get from this job can be invested in something that doubles or triples that income, right?
Like this podcast as well. I know.
Right. The same.
But anybody heard that No Ceilings?
The
remake? He need to stop showing.
ASAP Ferg and Wayne.
No, the original Wayne.
Oh,
he redropped.
Listen, I don't see. Okay, so he redropped No Ceilings. He also redropped Free Weezy album.
And was short in both albums, I'm just saying.
And also changed things on the Free Weezy album.
He did. He changed Pick Up Your Heart.
So luckily, and yes, I say it live on the podcast, I have the old version of the original version of the Free Weezy album. Get at me. Okay.
It's nothing big.
Get
It's
at
just
me.
on SoundCloud.
Okay.
It's
Get
on
at me.
SoundCloud.
Send it.
No, it's on my phone. It's
Send
actually
it
on
to
my phone.
me.
You can't find it nowhere. Get at me.
I can listen to the Free Weezy album on SoundCloud. The original.
They took it off. They
original
took it off,
Free-
bro. They took it off, bro. I just typed it in the thing. I want to listen to He's Dead or Thinking About You, Girl. I want to listen to all those. Those are classics.
So I know that he probably feels some type of way because he dropped those things on Tidal, and people was like, well, guess I'll wait to listen to that.
Street Chains was on there, huh? Was Street Chains on Free Weezy album? I feel like I heard the song before, but I don't think it was on there.
No, it wasn't on the original Free Weezy album.
Okay, I heard. I just had to make sure.
No.
I don't even know. Street Chains.
You know Street Chains.
You know when you hear me.
Chain on me, Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, okay.
But see, Kobe Bryant was like something off of mixtape or something.
2008.
Wait,
That
that's
wasn't
what
on
I was
that
thinking
wasn't
about.
right.
Kobe Bryant was
So-
not
I don't
on
know
the
how he
mixtape.
put Kobe
It
Bryant.
wasn't on
in
No
his-
Ceilings?
No.
No.
Kobe Bryant
No.
was made the year after they won the gold medal. Kobe Bryant was made right
That's
in
like
that.
that's like on a whole other mixtape.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't on the mixtape.
It wasn't on the
just
mixtape. It was a single, like
Oh,
some
he just
something he
dropped
dropped
it.
something.
Oh,
He
yeah.
performed it for Kobe.
Like the Mike Tyson. That was just something he.
Mike Tyson was alright. I didn't like it that much. I like Kobe Bryant way better than the Mike Tyson he dropped. I felt like he could have went harder. But he's still Wayne. He's still cool.
Oh yeah, Wayne.
So who y'all top five? Just
Ooh, top 5. My goodness.
Top 5 what?
rap. Top 5 influences in your life, like people that y'all can relate to in music. Period.
In music.
Relate to? I'll be easier doing the top 5 rappers.
I'm gonna tell you.
Because
It's a lot of
influence-wise,
music.
like,
It's a lot of music.
I mean,
Cause I can go Urban and Fire.
But I'm saying these are already so 5 artists. 5 artists. You have to listen to the rest of y'all lives.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I got you.
Dan the Man going first.
I'm gonna just do rappers. I ain't even gonna do artists. So, 5 rappers, alright. So I'm gonna go Wayne first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Andre 3000. I'm gonna go. Who I got? I got Wayne. I got 3 stacks. I'm gonna go ahead and throw J. Cole in there.
That's my guy. I talked to him yesterday. That's my guy.
I need 2 more.
I'm capping,
Who
but
can I put?
Should have told him to come on the show.
I love J. Cole, bro. Like, I can relate to him.
Jadakiss. Right, that's a weird one. Man. You can think, I'm gonna thank G for that one. G be putting me on the Jadakiss.
Bro, Jada got some heat.
I'm gonna throw Big Sean in there. What? I'm gonna just throw Big Sean in there.
Let me go next. I'll go next.
You go.
All right, so Wayne off the back. Okay.
We all from New Orleans, just to let y'all know.
Yeah, Wayne off the back. In my whole life, just rappers in my whole life.
Yeah, because basically, I'm saying we all from New Orleans because basically, Wayne ran the rap game. He really, when New Orleans was quiet, he was the only one stumping.
I'll say Wayne is number 1. I gotta go with Cole. I gotta go with Kendrick. I gotta go with Kendrick because I'm looking at his body of work.
That's like prune juice.
If I'm looking at his body of work,
It's like prune juice.
His body.
Yeah, his body. All right. He did have some hit,
Right.
but he only had like 2-3 albums. He only had 3 albums I liked.
I got all of them.
ADHD?
They're on repeat.
ADHD.
ADHD got some.
I didn't really too much hear all that. I just heard like 4 songs from ADHD.
Section 8 hard too.
Section 8.
That's 3.
That's the ADHD album then. All right, I'm thinking.
That's Cole, Kendrick, Wayne, right? I gotta go with 50. We talk about rappers that influenced.
Hey, that surprised me.
That did.
But you doing influence?
Yeah,
Okay.
that like if I had to listen to it for the rest of my life, that I would go with 50. Shout out to 50. You know what I'm saying? Your boy actor, Power 2,
Power 2.
Ghost 2.0, you're looking at him, But
he gonna put a sticker boy. Sticker boy no problem. Give it up. Give it up. Bing bing. He gonna catch 2 in the leg like man.
Hey, bro, come on, bro.
So look,
I'm just
okay, so
sisters,
50.
bro. We is. But when you
So I got Wayne, Cole, Kendrick, 50, right? One more.
That last one, the hardest one.
It is. It is. One more. Shoot. I would say Outkast because I like both Big Boy and.
Oh man, you can't throw a group in there.
Listen. I like both of them.
Oh man.
I like both of them too.
Oh man, breaking news though. Chaz Boseman just passed away. Black Panther died. Bro.
No.
That just.
Oh, he had
I knew
cancer.
you would say. Oh, he had cancer?
It says cancer right
Yeah,
there.
he had colon cancer, man.
And nobody knew what the mysterious sickness was. That's crazy.
I saw him getting skinnier, bro, but I didn't. Oh man.
That's
R.I.P.
crazy. R.I.P. Man.
That's horrible, bro.
Wow.
Hey. So you don't think
that was
they gonna call Michael B. Jordan back up for Black Panther? Because they were supposed to be doing another one, man.
Right,
What's your 5 real quick, G, so we can end the show and we're gonna come back and talk about.
I gotta go with Wayne. Kanye. Street Talk. I'm gonna go with Lil Baby.
I like that one.
Cole, of course.
Cool. Right.
So I got who? Wayne, Ye,
Baby and
Baby, Baby and Cole. Cole number 1 off the back end. I could slice Baby and Drake because they I listen to a mixture of both of them.
Drake?
Yeah, Drake and
your
Baby.
last one?
Not Drake ain't my last one. I'm gonna go with Fab.
Oh, you got Fab in there.
I got Fab in it.
I like the Fab.
Fab is fire. People be sleeping on
It was
Fab.
either I was gonna put Fab in there, but it was either Fab or Jada. So I had to choose one, man.
Man, this one hurt, dog.
Yeah, I
This
know.
one hurt, dog.
Yeah, this hurt.
R.P. Chad Boseman. This one hurt, dog. And him and Kevin Hart was like, I just watched the little documentary.
We only
and it's
have
crazy how big of an impact he did because
we
he
gonna-
played Jackie Robinson.
we gonna do another show. We gonna do another show and come back, but we only got a few seconds left for this, so let's just end the show with a moment of silence for Chad. Thank you guys for tuning in to OffTopic Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace out.
Doomsday.
Yeah.